Okay, folks, Rich Van Tassel right back with you. Continuing on with our season preview of the 2016-2017 NBA season. Right now, we're going with the postseason predictions. In the Eastern Conference, I have the two teams playing in the conference finals. A repeat of last season, I have the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Toronto, of course, is a quality team. They finally were able to get that monkey off their back, getting out of the first round last season. And I look at this team with Norman Powell coming into his second year. He had a good year last year. Of course, you have Jonas Valanciunas, who you would expect to be healthy the whole season. They were able to re-sign DeMar DeRozan, and they still have Kyle Lowry. I think this team, and actually I am predicting them to win the Eastern Conference over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland, we know what they have. They have LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. Those two run things. They did also, it's what they don't have necessarily. They lost Matthew Dellavedova. Timothy Mozgov is now out. Now, Mozgov wasn't doing much, but he still provided depth for that second unit and some serious size that could really hurt teams, especially during playoff time when you needed to go to a big in that situation, the Timothy Mozgov. Frankly, it's hard to pick against the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I just think that they maxed out a lot last season. Not to say that they won't be able to get back there at some point, because they still have the quality talent, but I think Toronto has what it takes to get the job done. Remember, they only won one less game than the Cleveland Cavaliers last year. Took them to 6 in the conference finals. They'll have to certainly play better on the road in the playoffs, but those are things that we'll see when the playoff time comes. But I'm picking the Toronto Raptors out of the Eastern Conference. And as well, I don't think Cleveland, that is, nor will Toronto, either team, but I don't think Cleveland will have the easy walk that they had last season going right into the conference finals. I would expect a team like the Celtics, again, I had Cleveland finishing second for reasons where I feel that Cleveland will struggle, not struggle necessarily, but will be coasting throughout the regular season. I would expect the Celtics to be able to move forward past the first round and possibly give Cleveland a run for their money in the conference semifinals, which could affect Cleveland moving forward into the conference finals. And I just don't think it's Cleveland's year this year. I think it's time for Toronto to step up and take it to the next step and have a team from Canada go to the NBA Finals. In the Western Conference teams that I have participating in the Western Conference Finals, the Golden State Warriors, and if you haven't guessed it by now, I also have the Portland Trailblazers. For Golden State, any issues that they have during the regular season incorporating Kevin Durant, they're still going to win a ton of games, and they're just too good not to get there, and I would expect everything to be ironed out by the time that they reach the conference finals. For the Portland Trailblazers, Evan Turner, I can't say it enough what I think he'll mean to that team, what he'll do for that bench, and providing some rest for Damian Lillard, some rest for CJ McCollum, run that second unit, get guys involved like the Al Farouk Aminos. You can even run with the first team. Possibly give Damian Lillard some time off handling the ball. Evan Turner does a lot of things on the court. I think the Celtics are going to miss him big time, and I think Portland is going to reap the benefits. But in the end, Golden State just too good. They will move on to the NBA Finals over the Portland Trailblazers. And as well, with Portland, you don't have Oklahoma City. Is not. I would be shocked if Oklahoma City is up there again. You have the questions with the San Antonio Spurs. The Los Angeles Clippers are certainly a team that the Portland Trailblazers have shown they can handle. Granted, Los Angeles had some injuries in that last year's series, but I wouldn't expect the Clippers to give a team like Portland any problem. But Golden State will win the Western Conference. So we have the NBA Finals between the Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. Pretty easy for this one. It's going to be the Golden State Warriors winning the championship this year. Just got the hiccup. Excuse me. Adding, Kevin Durant is going to be too tough for this team to beat. Cleveland, even if Cleveland were to make it there, I would be shunned. I would be stunned if the Golden State Warriors did not win the finals this year. Frankly, I was pretty shocked that they didn't win the finals last year. We can go into all that stuff, the Draymond Green suspension, whatever. The last year is over. So this is this year, and I expect the Golden State Warriors to handle the Toronto Raptors in 5 games in this year's NBA Finals. All right, so we're all set for the season. Snuck up on us a bit, but that's what I love about the NBA season. You barely have an off season. You're right back into it. I love the NBA, so we will be giving you the previews, or excuse me, the weekly NBA reports. We will do those Sunday now instead of Tuesday as we were doing. And of course, we still have the NFL going on. So once the NFL season comes to a close, we will start doing the NBA in depth, the player focuses, all those things. I'll try to give them to you a little bit more, maybe in the flash news setting as we do. We're going to do some things for the Celtics fans as well. Because I am a Celtic fan, for the fan groups I'm a part of, We Bleed Green, Bleed Green, CLNS Radio, Nick Gelso, Nick Sicario, Daniel Comancho, all those guys, get some videos for them that are strictly Celtics. I really appreciate that they let me put these videos up that are, NBA based all the way around. So certainly I'll do some things for them looking as far as Celtics focus, but any flash alerts that come across, I'll probably get the league pass this year, so I'll be watching more games than I was last year. I'll try to keep it up to date. Just do those things as best I can for you all, but we're really excited. It's the NBA season, so we'll see what happens, and we'll be riding this one out until June, my second year covering it. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll probably give you a World Series preview before that gets started tonight. We'll see you in just a few. Thank you, folks.